Hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Alright everyone, as you saw in the intro, today's video is going to focus on Transformers Studio Series number 80, Brawn, as seen in Transformers Bumblebee. And I have to say, he is looking boss. I mean, damn. Look at the great artwork that you see on him. You know, and then of course you see a close-up, and I have to ask, is his mouth open in this scene, in this one? It looks like it is. Now, granted, this is a deluxe class figure here. And of course you see a more shot which shows off his full body. Here in the back you do see the artwork, or I should say the product shots in both robot and vehicle mode, along with his background. And the little bottle says Brawn helps his Autobot allies hold the line against the Decepticons before being knocked by an enemy blast. So basically it's just retelling the scene that we see at the very beginning of the movie. So very nice. Honestly, I cannot wait to get this puppy open. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and open him up. Alright folks, there he is out of his box, and he's ready to go ahead and brawl. I mean, good God. You can tell, despite his diminutive stature, this guy's a brawler. He knows how to just jump into battle and give it his all. Despite the fact he gets knocked down a few times, he's still willing to get up and give it his all. So, man, oh man. I mean, check out that head sculpt. I mean, good gravy. I have to say, that is so spot on badass. And I mean, wow. The face sculpt is very, very nice. I'm going to try and zoom in just a bit right there. I mean, there he is. Though, as I zoom closer in, I'm like, okay. I mean, the helmet looks awesome, the body looks great, but wow, really has where you had to give him such a bad looking face. Not to mention, is he screaming? I mean, it's as if, you know, someone did not put him in full stasis like before he gave him the facial. I mean, good gravy. Wow. Okay, that is a spooky looking face. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh damn. Oh, but I mean, check out the detail though. As the light hits it, they did very well on it. The wheels on his hips got a gray with, looks like 2 tones of green on there. Like I said, this is definitely a brawler. You know, your basic, you know, I want to say army grunt, but I don't want to insult anyone. But this guy, yeah, you know, he's gonna go ahead and just throw a punch here. So, wow. Very nice. Alright, so before we get started with articulation, I do want to show off a bit of his accessories. He does come with 2 accessories. One of them happens to be his rifle, which is very, very similar to the one that Ratchet has. But unlike the one that Ratchet has, this one looks like it's a full-on solid piece. not one open, well, I stand corrected, hey, just that little opening at the end. And again, it's for blast effects, and seeing as how a lot of the figures I do have that do have blast effects, I don't have them with me, so I do need to go ahead and get me some blast effects. So if there's a third party that makes some for this line, let me know so I can get some, and that way I'll have them here. But moving on, he does have this very nice rifle, and like I said, very well detailed in terms of the molding. And then of course we also have his drill, which I'm pretty impressed. It looks like they were originally 2 pieces, but looks like it had they were pieced together. But I am liking it. Very nice. Now of course you can pretty much put this either on here, and you can have that like so, or you can probably put it up here, which honestly that doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. So I'm just gonna put that off to the side. But these are his accessories. Now for his articulation. Now his head, I want to say, is on a type of either mushroom peg or ball joint. His range of motion in his head is very limited, mostly because of the shape of his helmet and the space that that it has. So he can look left, he can look right, can't really do up or down all that much. Now his arms are on a mushroom peg, so you can do 360, can lift up, can go down. You can, he's got a double hinged elbow, like so. There we go. Now unfortunately, well, there is a little bit of bicep rotation, and this is odd because it is connected to a mushroom peg right here. Now in addition, he does have wrist rotation, so that is pretty good. Now of course he does have waist rotation. He can go all 360. Oops, sorry about that. He can kick up, and he can kick back just a little ways, but not all by much. There we go. And it's because this portion here will lock away. He can kick out, but because of the wheel here, it will hit the side. He does have rotation at the knee, can bend about a little over 90 degrees. And he can, his foot, or I should say the front of his foot, can bend back, and he does have ankle tilt. So there we go. Not too bad, if I do say so myself. Yeah, that is pretty good. So at this point in time, I'm just going to go ahead and review a couple of things about the transformation before I actually transform him on camera. So give me a moment and I'll be right back. All right, folks, so we're going to go ahead and start off with transformation. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and turn Brawn around. We're going to open him up from the back. And then we're going to pull out these wheels that are back there. Now, upon doing that, we're going to go ahead and push the head in, which is on a type of little rocker hinge, and that's going to go up like so. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and open up the arms, and then at this point gonna go ahead and turn the arms in like so, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and we are gonna go ahead and move the arms in. Now, trying to see how this is going to go, because I want to say the arms are supposed to go so it looks like they go this way. Looks like it goes this way. It's going to twist in like so. Like so. I think it's supposed to snap in. So that goes in like so. Okay. Goes in like this. And the arms are supposed to go in like so. That. All right. Okay, so that goes in, and yes, I am looking at okay, so now after reviewing the instructions, there is a post here and a post here, and they are supposed to go on these little peg holes right here. So once we get that on there, like so, I'm gonna do the same with the other one. There we go, and it snaps in there. Yay. Alrighty. So upon that, all right, so upon doing that, at which point we're going to twist this portion so that way is facing out. Which one? We're going to go ahead and twist leg like so. And we're going to put the feet in. Okay, so we're going to do the same with the other leg. We're going to twist that around. And there we go, like so. And then we're going to tab the feet in. So that empty spot here is going to tab right there. Like that. Okay, now at this point we are going to go ahead and fold the feet in. Now we're going to tab. There is a tab here and here. They're going to go into these slots on the side of the wheels, but in addition there is a port here on the legs, and there's the post right there. So I'm going to go ahead and tab that at the same time. There we go. Now we're going to do the same with the other. Did I? Yes, yes, there we go, like so. All right. Now, the one thing, there we go. So there is a peg right here on the top where you can put his blaster, and we got there we go, right there. So there is this little area here that you can lift up, and then you can just put his drill, and there you go. And wow, that is looking amazing. I'll zoom in just a bit, and there we go. Wow, that is not bad looking, I have to admit. Wow. And yes, I was looking at this whole time, believe it or not. And it rolls very nicely. Look at that. Now there you got your hints of yellow and green and gray and some silver here and there, so it's not clashing, you know. So I'm liking it. This is really awesome. I like the clear, smoky, transparent windshield. This little drill, which you can actually put it back in with his own grill right there if you don't want it like that. Very nice. Now the only thing I really wish they had done is this empty spot here. They could have put a type of cover of some kind to flip up to cover his head, and you know, that would have made it a little bit better. But you know what, not too bad, because you're not going to be looking at it overhead. So there you go, one more look. That is, yeah, wow. All right, so there he is in vehicle mode. Now we're gonna go ahead and put him back into robot mode. So I'm gonna go ahead, take off his weapons, put his drill and his grill back on. I'm gonna go ahead and untab like we did before. Ta-da. And I'm gonna zoom out. Oh, that's too far. There we go. So for anyone that didn't see it, I untabbed these that were being held by this peg and this peg here. And we're going to click that back down. Now we're going to go ahead and put these legs back where they were. They were pegged onto this peg right here. There we go. So we're going to snap that back in. We're going to put his foot right there. We're going to turn his leg like we had it before. So once again, for those that didn't see it, we're going to put that leg back, put his foot back up, and turn. And there we go, like so. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and take these arms off the peg. And pull the arms out like so, and put the wheels back in. Now at this point, we're going to go ahead and just basically put and then turn the waist around and put the arms back in, and there we go. And I'm going to go ahead and put his arm like so, sort of like Schwarzenegger here. Now, of course, I'm going to put his drill back here behind him. And very nice, very, very nice. So, I'm liking this a lot. He is an awesome figure. And we're going to go ahead and bring out Ratchet. And of course, now of course Ratchet's going to be a little bit bigger, but all in all, not too shabby. So very nice. Let's straighten that out just a bit. Very, very nice. Alright. So alright, so there we have Brawn with Ratchet, and I'm liking this figure. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Ratchet off to the side so we can focus on the big man here, and I want to give you my review, my final thoughts as well as my score. Waiting. So, my final thoughts on this figure. I like the figure. I like the way it has been put together. It's a very nice rendition of the bot that we saw in the Bumblebee movie at the very first 15 minutes of it. And I'm liking the molded detail on there, the color scheme that they use, the paint applications. I think if there's any need for any type of upgrade kit of any kind, it would be to give him a different weapon. Let's see here, but all in all, oh yeah, and of course a cover for the top when he's in vehicle mode. Even if I really don't think he really requires any type of toy hacks decals. But if they do come up, I'm willing to give them a chance and, you know, take a look at them. But other than that, that is my take. So on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm giving Brawn a 9. Now, I mean, other than the aforementioned, you know, issues that I had with the lack of a top to cover that top portion, there's really not a whole lot that I can say. Oh yeah, and of course an alternate weapon, naturally, because as I mentioned earlier, they kind of have the same type of weapon. I mean, granted, there are some subtle differences as I'm looking at them. And let's see if I can bring them both at the same time. But there they are, right there. See, so they're kind of similar, but not exactly the same. Now, you know, of course, with that being said, you know, with that being said, I would have to say, you know, there's really no room for error. I like the figure. Oh yeah, the face. I forgot about the face. That face is like uber scary. Let's go ahead and take a look. See, there he is with the face right there. Yeah, that's kind of spooky as fuck. So, but all in all, I mean, he's a good-looking bot. And I'm glad that I wound up getting him as part of my collection. So, like I said, that's my take on the figure. I'd like to hear from you. Have you gotten this figure? And if so, do you like it? Do you hate it? Before I wind up going through my usual spiel, I do want to let you know that I did pick this one up as part of the pre-order for Ratchet, Brawn, and Wheeljack on Hasbro Pulse. But I am going to take a look to see if it is available still on Hasbro Pulse. If it's not, I will put a link to BBTS or any equivalent, you know, online toy seller, you know, in the description below. So, as I stated earlier, like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. Now, I did mention this in the last video, and I'm still going to mention it. I didn't get a chance this week to see how many subscribers I've had so far. However, I am still doing this. Once I reach 200 subscribers, we are giving away the Bad Kitty. And once we reach that goal, I will tell you exactly how you can enter to go ahead and get this this elusive cat, and what the time frame is before the giveaway. So help me out, folks. Let's make this happen. So once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for viewing my channel, for liking the content I've made so far. And without any further ado, this is Phoenix Draconis, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Peace.